How does someone win in a world where not everyone does? Well, first off, you gotta accept that everyone's got problems. Everyone feels pain. Everyone deals with rejection, loss, pressure, fear. You're not alone in this struggle. And yet, despite that shared experience, not everyone wins, right? So what sets those who conquer apart from those who don't? Why do some crush it while others falter? Now, most folks, they wait for sympathy. They hold on tight to their feelings, hoping someone will notice their struggle, acknowledge the grind, recognize the sacrifice. But here's the brutal reality: nobody cares. Nobody cares about your feelings, your pain, your struggles. And look, that's not because people are heartless. It's because they're battling their own demons. Each person is locked in their own fight. That's why you can't afford to wait around for emotional support. You can't rely on others to validate your efforts. This world isn't designed to reward emotion. It responds to action. Your feelings won't lift you up. Your complaints won't carry you. Even your closest people might not grasp what you're truly fighting for. And that's alright, because you're not doing this for applause. You have dreams, goals, visions burning inside you. That's your responsibility, your mountain to climb. Life won't pause to ask if you're okay. Time won't wait for your confidence. Progress doesn't arrive with comfort. It comes to those who move forward, silently, daily, intentionally. Now, that might sound like a downer, but it's the truth. And we can't sugarcoat it anymore. It's time to wake up. You have to decide that no matter what, you're going to move forward. You'll figure it out. You'll find a way. You'll push through the darkness because that's where champions are forged. There are no shortcuts in this journey, only decisions. Either you put in the effort or you don't. Nobody will hand it to you. Nobody will carry your ambition. Your tears won't pay your bills. Your story won't create results unless you execute. Feelings are valid, sure, but results are earned. So when everything seems overwhelming, when doubt whispers in your ear, move anyway. When no one sees your grind, keep pushing. When nobody understands, act regardless. Because silence doesn't mean failure, it's the sound of focus. And while others waste time wishing, hoping, dreaming, you'll be too busy building. You'll be improving behind closed doors. You'll be stacking habits when nobody's watching. That's how the greats were made, not with attention, but with consistency, with sweat, with invisible sacrifices. The real difference isn't talent, it's work. Not loud work, relentless work. Quiet execution that multiplies with time. People notice the result. They'll cheer at the finish line, but few stay for the process. Few respect the climb, don't expect them to. That's where your discipline kicks in. Let it speak louder than any doubt. Let your routine answer every question, because showing up daily, without applause, without reward, without comfort, that's how warriors are built. Not in the spotlight, in solitude. That's where you create something unbreakable. No one will understand how many nights you stayed up learning, how many early mornings you forced yourself to show up tired, how many sacrifices you made without recognition. That's not for them to know, it's for you to embody. Because this isn't about proving anything to anybody. This is about fulfilling what you know you're capable of. You weren't given potential just to protect it. You were given ability to use it. And if you wait for permission, you'll miss your moment. And if you stop when it gets tough, you'll never find your strength. Because struggle is the entry fee to greatness. Resistance is part of the deal. Every distraction is a decision. Every delay is a choice. Every skipped opportunity is a message to your future self. If you keep hesitating, you'll live in regret. And regret is heavier than any discipline. It haunts the people who could have, but didn't. Who wanted to, but froze. Who started, but stopped. Don't become that person. Become the one who kept going, even when nothing made sense. The one who stood tall through the chaos. The one who fell but rose wiser. The one who didn't wait for ideal, but created progress with what they had. Hard moments will test you, not once, but daily. And you'll be tempted to stop, pause, step back, slow down. You'll wonder if anyone notices your pain, your silence, your unseen effort. But here's the harsh truth again. Nobody's coming. Not because people are cruel, but because they're dealing with their own fight. That's why you must become your own reason, your own rescue, your own reminder. Because you're all you've got when things fall apart. On those days, the only thing that keeps you going is the decision you made long ago. That quitting isn't an option. That comfort isn't the goal. That attention isn't the mission. That results matter more than recognition. You didn't start this to be noticed. You started because something inside you said, I won't live small. That voice still speaks. That reason still burns. And that's enough. Because one more step, one more action, one more silent victory. That's how legacy is built. Not overnight. Not in highlight reels. But in those moments nobody will ever see. You keep building when no one's watching. You keep climbing when no one's cheering. You keep going when no one understands. That's not weakness. That's real strength. You don't need to explain. You don't need to prove. You don't need to be loud. Because your future will be louder than anything you say now. Let results speak. Let consistency echo. Let your discipline be the billboard. The truth is simple. Nobody cares how hard it is for you. They care about what you do anyway. That's what earns respect. That's what leaves an impact. Not effort alone, but relentless effort without entitlement. You won't always get what you deserve, but you'll always become what you repeat. And if you repeat resilience, discipline, work, you become unstoppable. So let them doubt, let them laugh. Let them ignore your hustle. Your job isn't to convince. Your job is to continue. Let others feel sorry. You'll feel fulfilled, because while they were watching, you were working. While they hesitated, you built. While they waited, you finished. That's what changes everything. One day they'll ask, how did you do it? And you'll remember the silence, the pain, the confusion, the doubt. And the answer will be simple. Nobody cared, so I worked. And that made all the difference.